good evening, everyone. I'm going to give you a short presentation on the Africultures project's community platform and regarding the main structure of the platform and the functionalities. The Africultures community platform plays the roles of a food security hub where all related products made by the service providers are gathered and presented in various ways, targeting an audience which is which could be experts, people with knowledge on geoinformation, geospatial data, and also, but can be quite a wider audience with people that just want to explore those critical data regarding the food security and food production. There are three main components of the platform. I don't know if you can see my screen. So starting with the landing page, I'm going to give you a short demonstration later on. Three components are basically the two of them are actually focused on displaying and exploring the data. It's the WebGIS, where someone can display the data on the maps under a cataloging system, and the Geo BI, which is a business analytics tool, and where the user can actually visualize the data in various ways, so that they can be various variables can be monitored in the dashboards. And the third component is the content management system, where it's more user-friendly to someone who is not so familiar with visualizing maps, although there is an option on that. So there is a lot of text and describing the data themselves and the services. Proceeding now to going back to the first component, the WebGIS, you can see that there is a catalog full of products, all the Africultures products. It's in a form of a list, and those products can be displayed, as I previously said, on this WebGIS, having the different functionalities we will see later on, like apart from zooming in and out, comparing, splitting the screen so different data sets can be compared, and some interesting functionalities regarding the time series visualization of the data. We'll see this on the demonstration. The second component is, as I said before, the business analytics tool, which actually is it borrows it is hosted on Kibana platform. Here we can see some NDVI, a dashboard of NDVI values aggregated on administrative levels, and so it is a way to visualize these parameters. It is fully interactive with a database from the user, but also after creating the dashboards, those dashboards can be useful for monitoring those data in a regular basis. And proceeding to the content management system, where actually more of the services are presented and the data themselves. This part of the platform targets to more to less familiar with geospatial data users, but at the same time there is the option for them also to get more familiar and explore the data, and at the same time having an overview of what exactly they mean, those data. So there are some use cases as it was presented before by Ines and Giovanni and Vasilis and Sixto. Those use cases are hosted in the content management system so that the entire stories can be accessed and viewed by the users, the visitors of the platform, and the data can be interactively seen and explored. So I would like to go around directly to a short demonstration. Let me share my screen. Can you actually see the platform now? Is it okay?
Yes, yeah, we see.
Yes, okay, thank you. So this is the landing page of the Africultures project platform, where the four main buttons lead to those components described before. We can go directly to the services, where all the services and products are listed in a menu, where having information regarding those services. You can see there are 7 services in Africultures project. For example, if we go to the crop service to have an overview there, a short presentation of the service, and the specific products of this service can be selected. You can see that there are 6 products on this service, the crop service. So if we, for example, navigate the crop phenology monitoring, something that was presented before, we can see some more information about this product, and actually the visitor can explore the data that are already the related data to this product that are presented there. Because if there's as embedded objects, the catalog is with full functionalities is at this part of the platform. So the data can also be explored here together with their description, so someone can get more familiar about it. Going back the initial page, we can have a look on how the use case is structured. The use case that was presented by Ines at the beginning. Here is the web page with all the use cases of the project, and we can have a look on this on the heat crop growth condition phenology and related water stress use case for Tunisia. So the story is unfolded in this part of the web page, and the different user stories, in this case, I think it's just one, are presented and actually supported by the data themselves and the parts of the platform that display the data. Here, for example, we can see that the required for this use case products can be explored by clicking into the title and go directly to a preloaded maps of the relevant data that are, of course, relevant to this use case. Now going directly to the component, the WebGIS component. It's actually this visualization tool, the catalog, by adding data from the catalog. I don't know if it's big enough so that you can have a look. The catalog is divided into the main 7 main services of the project. So if we go, for example, to the crop service and to the crop condition monitoring, entire list of products unfolds here. We can have a look on the NDVI. And how, so we can display this data. There is many functionalities. For example, we can have a look on simple values on the map, and also to the time series of the NDVI for this particular location. There is a tool to select the time step. So it definitely supports time series products, and actually can also function as there is also an interesting function to display the time series data by pressing the play button and having a small like GIF format. Automatically giving the time step, going from time step to time step, and automatically loading. We can also has the access, they can also control the coloring and the values, but these are prefixed so that they can fit to the data. For example, in DVI ranges from -1 to +1. So we prefer to keep those as prefixed values. And let me unzoom a little bit so that no, it's not loading. Something stuck here. So there is also another interesting functionality of the functionality of zonal statistics, where the user can draw a polygon and and actually get the zonal statistics of the current layer for this polygon. For example, for this polygon, we can have after we run the analysis, here on the left side, we can see the maximum values of NDVI. For example, for this date, it's 0.81, or the mean one. So this is also an interesting functionality. Sometimes we just want to aggregate in some areas and locations. So regarding the WebGIS, most of these are the functionalities that are available. And lastly, the business analytics tool leads to the platform of Kibana, where the data can be displayed on different dashboards. For example, there are some preset dashboards we can see. There is the one that I saw before, but it's directly connected to the database. So every time I need to set up the time span for which I'm interested to explore the data. So until December 31st, 2019, for this period of time, yes, it's actually, yes, the NDVI at administrative level, the mean NDVI at those areas, and these are examples of the most green administrative unit plotted as a time series of NDVI, so we can see the area under the curve, and the driest, the less green administrative district. So this is interesting ways to visualize the data according to what are the decisions need to be made and what level of monitoring is required. I don't know if there are any questions regarding the platform, but we could. Yes, I don't think there are many things. There are just a lot of content regarding the services, as we previously saw. Different services, the drought service, all the interesting products that the previous speakers presented. Yes, I'm open to questions. I don't know if there is something I can help with.
Thank you so much. I don't know if colleagues and partners, they have any questions regarding that. I think that the presentation was clear. What I can suggest is that because it's the first time that they discover this platform, I think that it could be relevant if we give them enough time. By tomorrow, we'll provide the feedbacks if it's possible, because I guess that they will have time to interact with the platforms, to see what is going on in their own region of interest, and they will provide concrete feedbacks by tomorrow, or questions also by tomorrow. And I don't know if you have any questions.